Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Maths with Mr. Hussein. Today we are going to make a revision on what we have studied before primary 5, specifically algebra. Get ready, let's start. I will start with an important topic. How can convert any fraction to decimal number? Fraction, as we have studied before, consists of two parts. The top part called numerator and the bottom part called denominator. So how can write this fraction as a decimal? As a decimal number, any number with point. To convert any fraction to decimal, it must make the denominator 10 or 100 or 1000. If the condition, if that condition is available, you can convert any fraction as a decimal. Then what else? Drop the numerator as it. Write the numerator as it. Okay. Then finally, place the decimal point according to the number of 0. Let's see an example. First one, 4 over 10. As a fraction, numerator here equals 4 and the denominator here equals 10. How can write this fraction as a decimal number? Look at the denominator. We have here 10. So the condition is available. So what can I do? Drop the numerator. And what else? We will put point decimal according to the number of 0. So how many zeros in the denominator? Beside 1, we have 1 0. So we will put point decimal after one digit. Count with me, 1. So we will put point decimal here, as you can see. So finally, put whole number. But there is no here whole number. So we must put the whole number here equals 0. Okay? Next. Example number 2, 4 over 100. How can write this fraction as a decimal? Similarly, by the same way. Look at the denominator. We have here 100. So the condition is available. So we will drop the numerator as it. Then what else? We will put point decimal after two digits because we have in the denominator 0 beside 1. But we have here one digit. So what can I do? We can put any number of 0 to a number to the number if you need. In example number 2, we need 1 0. Why? To put point decimal after two digits, so we can put 0. Then the turn of point decimal. We will put point decimal after two digits. Count with me. 1, 2. So we will put point decimal here. And the whole number here equals what? Equals 0. Okay? Next. Example number 3. 1 and 4 over 1000. How can convert this mixed number as a decimal? By the same way, we have in the denominator 1000. So that the condition is available. So what can I do? We will drop the numerator as it, and we will put two zeros. Why? To put point decimal after three digits, according to the number of zeros in the denominator. Okay? So count with me. 1, 2, 3. The point decimal is here, and the whole number here, what? Whole number here equals 1. Okay? Next. Example number 4. By the same way, mixed number. How can write this mixed number as a decimal? We have here 4 and 3 over 10. The condition is available because we have 10 in the denominator. So we can convert this fraction as a decimal. So what can I do? Drop the numerator as it, then the turn of point decimal after directly one digits. Whole number here equals what? Equals 4. Okay, next. 5 over 3 over 100 by the same way. Put 3 numerator and what else? Put 0. Why? To put point decimal after 2 digits. So we will put point decimal after 2 digits. Point decimal is here. So what else? We will put the whole number. Whole number here equals what? Equals 5. Next, 3 and 47 over 100. What can I do? Look at the denominator. We have here 100, so the condition is available. So what can I do? We will put the numerator as it, 47, and the turn of point decimal here after 2 digits. Okay, like that. And the whole number equals what? Equals 3. Next, how can convert decimal number to fraction? Example number 1, we have a mixed number 7.03. We have studied before mixed number consists of two parts, whole part and decimal part. Whole part here equals 7 and decimal part here equals 0.03. How can write this decimal as a mixed? Mixed number consists of whole and proper. So whole number here equals 7. And proper fraction, how can convert proper fraction? Proper fraction, numerator to numerator. Numerator here equals what? Equals 3. And the denominator here equals what? Denominator here equals what? It must be 10 or 100 or 1000 according to how many digits before point decimal which I have. I have here in this example 2 digits. So the denominator here, it must be hundreds. If we have 1 digit before point decimal, the denominator must be 10. If we have 3 digits, the denominator must be thousands. Okay? Example number 2, 5.017. As a decimal number, how can write this decimal number as improper fraction? Numerator here what, and the denominator here equals what? Numerator here, the number without point decimal. The number without point decimal. So we have here this number without point decimal 5017. 5017. And the denominator equals what? It must be 10 or 100 or 1000 according to how many digits before point decimal which I have. We have here 3 digits, so the denominator equals 1000. Example number 3, by the same way, we have decimal number. How can convert this decimal as improper? The numerator here equals the number without point decimal, so we have in numerator 2525, and the denominator must be 10 or 100 or 1000. In this example, the denominator must be 100. Why? Because we have 2 digits before point decimal. Thank you for listening to me.